Hi, welcome to another episode of MYD Global. I'm your host, Leanna Ackman-Carty. In today's episode, I'm speaking with Danielle Hartung. She's with Samaritan's Purse. They're an organization that does a lot of great relief and recovery work around the world. Today, I'm talking to her about the work they're doing in Nicaragua in particular when it comes to post-Hurricane ETA relief. They got hit with 2 hurricanes recently and then plus COVID on top of it. So they're doing some great work. Stay tuned and listen to Danielle talk about what they're doing and how you can get involved. Hi, Danielle. How are you today?
Hi, Leanne. I'm great. Thanks for having me on.
Well, it's great to see you and hear a little bit more about the work you guys are doing. Before we get started, though, can you talk just a little bit about your background?
Yeah, well, I'm a born and raised Calgarian, so I've come and gone a few times over the years, but happy to be back here at home in Calgary. My career has largely been in the charitable sector, starting out though in public policy, and now the last few years I've been working in relief and development. So I'm the senior projects communication specialist at Samaritan's Purse, and I work at our office here in Calgary.
So tell me a little more about Samaritan's Purse. I mean, I know about the organization, but talk to the audience just about what you guys do.
Yeah, well, we're a Christian international disaster relief and development organization. So we do emergency disaster relief as a key program. So that's things like providing assistance, food, tarps, water. Sometimes we'll deploy an emergency field hospital. So we work internationally around the world. When a disaster strikes, we'll deploy. And then we also have ongoing community development programs. So that's in sectors like water, sanitation, and hygiene, protection, health. And then, of course, we also have our Operation Christmas Child program. So a lot of people know us through that, and that's an introduction to our program. And that's where children around the world receive gift-filled shoeboxes. So we have kind of those 3 main areas that we're working in.
I love that program. We actually do shoeboxes every year. What's the this year? I'm just curious. What's the goal for how many shoeboxes you guys are going to deliver?
Well, we're looking at 500,000 is what we're hoping for. We have a few different countries that we'll be sending to this year as the Canadian office. And then, of course, we have, that's our Canadian goal. And then we have our international office that's sending. We also have our affiliates in South Korea, in Germany, in the UK. So we're all kind of working together as well. And each individual office has their goal for what they're sending as well. And it's a unique year, so we're really just excited that the program can continue. We've been able to follow all health and safety procedures to have people come and process the boxes. We've had a great response as well with our online boxes. People can go on and pack a shoebox online. And so it's just been a real blessing that we can continue on in that work. And we'll be finishing processing in the next few weeks. And then throughout the year, those boxes will be sent around the world.
That's great. I know last year I was in Puerto Rico and we were driving around and I just happened to look up and I saw this sign that said Samaritan's Purse office. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool.
That's so neat.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the work you're doing in Central America right now. What happened recently?
Yeah, it was a really historic event, actually. So 2 Category 4 hurricanes hitting within 2 weeks of each other. So Nicaragua and Honduras were particularly very affected. Nicaragua we've been working in both, but kind of want to focus on what we're doing in Nicaragua today. So yeah, November the 3rd, Hurricane ETA made landfall. Incredible devastation. Trees were down, homes were destroyed, landslides, 23 inches of rainfall. So it just incredible devastation. So these communities are reeling. And then less than 2 weeks later, on the 16th of November, Hurricane Iota followed right behind. And again, just brought incredible flooding, damage, homes destroyed. So, I mean, you can really imagine these communities that get hit by this blow. And then within, 12, 13 days later, they're facing another massive storm, massive rain, massive storm surge. So they were, particular areas have been really devastated. And with all that's going on in the world right now, it kind of gets passed over. And this has been a really historic storm that's happened. So these communities have been devastated.
Yeah, and all that on top of COVID. So, it's a
Exactly.
bit much. So, what are the types of things that you guys are doing at Samaritan's Purse in order to help them in the relief and recovery?
Yeah, so we've been working in a few different areas. We're really grateful because we have some incredible partners that we work with in Nicaragua. And after the first storm hit, we began to work with them, deploy resources. So, tarps, shelter material, materials for clean water, blankets. So, kind of that immediate, what are the immediate needs after disaster? Clean water, shelter, warmth, clothing, that kind of thing. So we moved in to begin working with them on that. And then, of course, when iota hit, because we had already prepared and were deploying these things, we were able to actually be part of evacuation efforts. So moved in for kind of the relief there, and then when iota hit, we were using buses, boats, all of these different things to be able to actually evacuate people out of the path of the storm. And really incredible. Our partners were incredibly courageous, but lives were saved because of that, which was the timing of it was a real blessing. So, now people's needs continue. They need home repairs, they need emergency food, clean water. So we're moving in with those, continuing to meet those needs. And then we're also looking long term because, people's livelihoods have been destroyed. Food insecurity was already an issue here, particularly because of COVID lockdowns and kind of the year that has happened. And now, I saw one video of all of these cows just being swept down the river, and I just thought that's someone's whole livelihood there. So we're also going to be staying long term. We're providing animals and seeds to rebuild agricultural production as soon as possible, and looking kind of for how can we help them not only just recover from this disaster, but also be able to rebuild so that they have some food security, economic security, and are really able to recover fully from this devastation.
Yeah. So, if someone wants to get involved or help you out, how would they best do that?
Yeah, well, SamaritansPurse.ca. So that our website always has up-to-date information. You can see all of the different responses that we're doing, and we're constantly posting new updates, photos. Follow us on social media as well, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you want to stay up to date on all of the different things that we're doing. And then you can also support financially. So we've seen for Nicaragua, especially, we've been so touched by Canadians who have really seen the need of the people in Nicaragua and have been responding. And so that's been our call, that amidst all of the other news you're hearing about, that we would be able to reach out, particularly at this time of year, and support people who are in critical need right now. So SamaritansPurse.ca, and people can find out all their options there.
That's great. I'll include that in the video description. So, just before we wrap up, is there anything else you wanted to mention?
Just continue to be engaged with us. We really appreciate people who can, who follow us, get excited about our work, and look for how they can be involved. So check out the website, be involved. Keep those in Nicaragua in your prayers this Christmas season. And yeah, thanks for having me on, Leanne.
Well, thank you.